Hello everyone, I hope you're keeping well. You're watching Bob's Baggers, home of all things rubbish. Today we're going to be playing some more Gran Turismo 4. In the last video you might recall that I completely forgot that I had an NSX Type R in the garage, so we're going to redo the Type R meeting. Oh dear. It's a learning experience. So we have done some basic tuning to the NSX. It's got some NA tuning, exhaust. It's a bit lighter now. And I think that's about it. I believe it's around 380 horsepower. I guess we'll find out. I'm expecting it to be very I forgot to turn off the traction control. I'm going to do that now because I can't be arsed fighting with the car. Oh dear. Yeah, if you may recall, the Accord was fast, but it wasn't quite fast enough, which is a shame. I'm going to keep it about, but I don't really know how much more of a use I'm going to have for the thing. I don't know. It's a shame, but you got to learn these things the hard way. I think this gives you 6,000 credits per race anyway. 30k I think we're going to get. Something along those lines. Oh dear. I mean, this is the concept NSX, so I'm not sure how fast it's going to be. 8,000 RPM, I'm not going to mow that though. Okay. Well, well, the NSX has gone for a big off. Ooh. What? Okay. I wasn't quite expected to spin off that hard. Was that an Integra first? Lovely. Oh, this thing sounds cool. It's got that real sort of V6 warble to it. Get down the gears. Beautiful. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's an NSX. And as we know, these things are very fast. This one even more so, because it feels like it's got shorter gears. What a car! The thing is, with the 30k, and let's be honest, the whatever prize car that we're going to be selling from this, then we'll be able to buy the Civic that we need for the Type R for the Civic Championship. I might buy an EP3 for that. Or an EG, I don't know, it's one of those two. What a car. And we also need to do the MX-5 Cup at some point, which I'm not looking forward to. Man, this thing is fast. Like, seriously, seriously fast. I cannot complain. This thing is wonderful to drive. That being said, it has made the race a bit too easy now. But do you know what? We had a couple close ones in the last video. Let's just have a race of pure domination, or a series of pure domination, shall we say? And let's just get it done. Oh, this thing's fun. The good thing about this as well is it's not going to burn through the tyres like the Accord did. This thing is properly fast. Ooh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. It's weird, like, it's in the Gran Turismo, or in the world of PlayStation, no matter what game it's in, this thing is fast. Like, there's just no getting around the fact that the NSX is a very, very fast car. In Gran Turismo, Kino Racer, I don't know about Tokyo Extreme Racer, like the Highway series games. I don't even know if it's in those games. I imagine it probably is. But I'm sure it's just as fast there as it is here. But in Forza, I mean, it's a good car in Forza, but it is quite easy to outclass it. Then again, well, that's just down to the way you upgrade them. Wow, this thing is fast. Oh, I'm missing every apex though. I don't think it really matters. Beautiful. Okay, not bad at all. Oh, I'm recording this, and as it's uploaded, I'm going to go to the gym, I think. Got to start losing some of this belly fat. Oh dear. I need to be lightweight for my next car. I'm hoping it's gonna. I'm hoping I can get something next year, man. I really am. I need the Golf gone, and if I can't, then the Golf's getting a dirty exhaust. But I don't really want to do that. So. The problem is, I just don't know what I want to replace the Golf with. I know that I have a preference to getting a petrol again, which isn't ideal really though for the amount of miles I do to work. I did consider a 330D, but I didn't realise how bloody expensive they were to insure. Like, it's just a shame because I quite like the F series 330Ds. A friend of mine had one before he bought a 640D, and the thing was epic. Very, very fast car. For what it is, like, relative, and good fuel economy. For a big straight 6 diesel, it's really good on fuel. I did look at a 330E as well, but I don't really know how plug-in hybrids work. So but I know you can get some stupid power out of those. I mean, I've seen some of them map up to like 360-ish horsepower, which is insane. You know, that's more power than an E46 M3 makes, and it makes getting close for double the torque from a 2-litre petrol. Admittedly, it's turbocharged with a hybrid motor on it, but still, that's huge. I mean, the only thing you will have to contend with, really, is the fact that that engine sounds awful, in my opinion. It's not a very sonorous 4-cylinder. To be honest, I don't think there is such thing as a sonorous 4-cylinder in this world. Or in this modern world, anyway. It's not like the days of the old 4AGE or the Beams engine, or even the 3S GTE, the 4G63, SR20. Like, you know, cars that actually made some pretty cool 4-cylinder noises. The K20, like the naturally aspirated ones. I don't think any 4-cylinders sound very good in this day and age. Obviously, that's not even including the WRX and STI motors from back in the day. Maybe the BRZ and the GR86 sound pretty cool. They aren't bad. I know, just a lot of them just have this horrible ear-piercing tone. But, okay, I don't know. I suppose that comes down to modern emissions, and in the case of some of the cars that I mentioned, not the last two, but turbochargers and stuff like that as well. Take me back. I really do wish I had my like I was born so I could have my license for the 90s and early 2000s and picked up some of the absolute bargains that you could have got back then. You know, we're talking Pulsar GTIRs for like under 10 grand for a good one. Mitsubishi 3000 GTs for £5,000 and stuff like that. It's just unheard of these days. I'll tell you what has become cheap though, Mitsubishi FTOs. They aren't very expensive anymore. Then again, insurance is the killer on those. And the fact you've got to try and find one with the Myvec and a manual. You want the GXP, because by all accounts an automatic one isn't the best thing in the world. Good looking car though, in my opinion. I just like the idea of an 8,000 RPM V6. Lovely. Yeah, see now, given another 2 or 3 laps, we would have actually caught up to the back of the pack. Wow, we just kept on winning there, people. Getting faster and faster. Oh, it's 10,000 per race. I was going to get 6k because I was coming second. Oh, it's 50k then. Lovely. Okay, that'll do very nicely. And because this car is a lot faster than the Accord was, we should be getting this over and done with a lot quicker than I initially expected. Sweet. And then perhaps we'll have a little bit of time to even buy a car. Oh, excuse me. I must admit, it's weird. Like, you look at Kaido Racer, well, Kaido Racer 2, I should say, or Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift 2 0, whatever the fuck the game's called. The carbon fibre effect on the bonnet in that game is horrendous. In this game, it's actually pretty good. Oh, I do like an EP3 in silver, I must admit. Yeah, it's weird. It's a car that I have considered on many occasions. I just don't know if perhaps I could live with one. Because I know for a fact I'd be too tempted to rag the absolute tits off it. And I kind of don't want to be pissing everyone else off. I don't know, I'm getting older, and I like having fun in the car, don't get me wrong, but it's very obvious when you're having fun in a Type R because it makes so much bloody induction noise, and you have to rev the absolute nuts off of it. You know, it sort of does make everyone else aware of what you're doing. I don't know. Suppose everything's, you know, fun within the right environment, so it's more the sort of using it on a day-to-day basis that I'd be worried about. I don't know what they're like in terms of sort of comfort, economy, reliability. I know the early ones had chain issues. I'll say I know. I think the early ones had chain issues, and they drank oil. But still, it's interesting. It's still one of those cars, you know. I think everyone should have to at least drive one. I think I mentioned in was it the last one? Yeah, it would have been the last Gran Turismo video about my mate's old EP3. That was just magic. A bit too hardcore for me, but I don't know. This is what I mean. I just don't know what I want. I wouldn't turn my nose up at an FN2. In fact, it's the one that I'd probably rather buy. Although it is slower than an EP3, I think it's a better car. It's just a bit nicer on the interior, a bit more modern. And I personally think it looks better as well. I actually really like the FN2. I think it's a very good looking car. Especially in Type R, guys. Though it would have to be silver or red. Couldn't be any other colour. Or championship white, but those things are rare. Oh wow, we are absolutely dominating. To be honest, what I need is like a nice sort of lottery win, or to win one of these car competitions with like a nice big cash alternative. Pay off the Golf, sell the Golf, buy like a B7 RS4, buy myself a house, and live happily ever after. Actually, I say B7 RS4, I'm not even sure if that's what I'd buy. It's too many cars, man. I mean, like, there's one that there's a competition up at the moment where there's a £100,000 cash alternative to a McLaren. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, 40k house deposit, 30 grand in the bank, 30k, well, 10k to pay off the Golf, and then basically 25k. Let's be realistic here, to buy a car. The amount of car you can buy for £25,000 is unreal. If that buys you an F10 M5, like, and a good one as well, that's a lot of car. It will buy you an M4 for Christ's sake. And let's be honest, that's a hell of a car. M2, I know I'm just mentioning BMWs, but like C63, both NA and turbo. It's probably going to be a ropey turbo, but you will get one. What else? E63, E55, CLS 63, RS4. RS5, you might even get an RS6 for that money. You definitely get a V10 one for that money, but that's a lot of maintenance. I I tell you what, I would be tempted for 25k. Something like spending 10 grand on a Monaro. Well, let's be honest, 15 grand on a Monaro or something like that, and using the rest on like a Mark 6 GTI Golf as a daily, or do you know what? Even a 500 a Bath or a 595 a Bath. I love those things. I think they're brilliant little cars. I've driven a few of them now in different horsepower guises, and I think they're really good fun to drive. Don't get me wrong, it's not the last word in like handling or steering feel or anything like that. What it is, it's a small car with a fairly punchy engine, and on UK roads it feels more than quick enough, and it makes a good noise. And it's got a lot of personality and charm. It's a fun little car. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's definitely faster hatches, and there's definitely like more practical cars as well. But I don't know, there's something about the little 500 a Bath that makes it quite an interesting car to me, especially when the white with the red stripes and red mirror caps and the Monza exhaust. I think that's the name for it. The quad tip exhaust on the back. Like that's the spec you want. All yellow. And you want a Competizione. Or a Trofeo. They're all good. Even the 135 brakes feel fun. Like, they feel punchy and fast. I say fast, they feel quick. Like, and the thing is, that's obviously relative to the road. Like, if it's on a big open road, then yes, 135 horsepower is not going to feel like a lot, even though it's in a very light car. But I don't know, I like them. It's the same with the Colt Rally Arts. I think they're pretty good as well. Although, admittedly, I think the Colt Rally Art's probably a bit more aggressive than the 500. It's definitely faster. I mean, I used to have a Citroen DS3, most unreliable car on the planet. And mine was the D-Sport Plus THP or some bollocks like that. And you know, when it actually worked, it was good. Like, mine had an intake, a blow-off valve, a back box delete, and a remap. And yeah, about 190 something horsepower, 300 Nm torque. Little car. It felt punchy. It definitely felt punchy, especially when you got above 4,000 RPM. Like, it felt quick enough. Made a great noise. But it's got the old timing chain issues those cars had. Mine had that. It got vandalised a few times. But you know, got it back on the road, sold it, bought the Golf because you know I needed a nice practical daily for travelling to and from work. And now I'm realising that was a horrendous idea, and I should have just bought something dumb. I should have bought like a 135i or something while I could still insure them. Ah, but you live and you learn, people. Wow, this thing was fast. It's so easy to drive. I can sit here waffling on about cars that no one cares about. Oh dear. I'll tell you one thing I haven't been considering. That would be a Fiesta ST. I completely respect that they are a great car. However, for me, I don't like the way they sound. And that is a huge part of buying a car for me. If it sounds awful, I don't want it. Like, yeah, thing is, it's part of the experience. And when you drive it every day like I do, like you drive a car every day, I mean, I know I'm talking as a guy that owns a bloody diesel Golf. But I didn't buy the diesel Golf because it's, you know, a good sounding car. I bought it because I needed something practical and sort of economical. But, you know, if you're actually buying a performance car, if it sounds awful and you have to listen to an awful exhaust note all the time, I don't think it's very fun. And the thing is, making it louder and making it pop and bang isn't making it sound better, it's making it sound more irritating. I think a lot of people need to hear that. A louder car isn't necessarily a better sounding one. It's all about tone and resonance, like... I don't know, I've heard some quiet cars that actually have a good exhaust note when they're, you know, when you're full throttle in them. And then I've heard some loud cars that have horrendous exhaust notes. Like M4s when they've got like a full straight pipe or something on them, they sound horrendous. With like a proper resonating system and stuff on them, they sound great. But there's too many of them, basically like decanted straight pipes, and I just don't like the way they sound. It's a horrendous tone. I think the best sounding car I've ever been in would have been a Aston Martin V8 Vantage or the R8 V8. One of those two. Because they make this beautiful music at the high RPMs. You know, there's a great resonance from the intake. The engines feel special in those, and they're loud enough that they're exciting, but you know they're livable. Like, they're not deafening. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to make a cross-plane crank V8 sound bad. Yeah, unless it's leaking from the headers or something. But it's very difficult to make something like that sound bad. However, I think it's quite easy to make a flat-plane crank V8 sound bad. I'm very hit and miss with those. The best one's got to be either the 360 Challenge Stradale or the Ferrari 355. Is the GT350 a flat plane crank? Something like that. That's good as well. Like the newer ones. Unless it isn't. Whoa! I'm talking too much rubbish now. I don't know, I don't want to talk about Mustangs get told off again, so... But yeah, you know, I think like the 360 Challenge Stradale and the Ferrari 355, they are incredible flat plane crank V8s. The later 430 doesn't sound as good. To me, it just sort of sounds like a glorified 4-cylinder. Which, obviously, you know, I'm sure it's different on the inside. And quite frankly, once again, this is coming from someone that drives a 2-litre diesel Golf, so I can't really be commenting on how someone's Ferrari sounds. But, god damn it, I'm allowed to have an opinion. And if the GT350 is a flat plane crank, that sounds incredible. If it isn't, it still sounds incredible. Like the GT350R, that shaped Mustang. Wicked, wicked car. I think all the modern American V8 stuff is pretty cool. Only problem is, like, the thing is, for me, like, my favourite of the bunch is the Challenger. I like the way it looks. I'm sure it's, you know, I'm sure it has its downfalls, like every car, and I'm sure, you know, people love it or people hate it, whatever. But I don't know, the Challenger's a very cool looking bit of kit, especially in Hellcat form. Like, and that sort of like really obvious green colour. I don't know what the colour code is, but yeah, that's a cool car. And I don't need like the wide body, red eye, scat pack, fucking whatever. I don't know. No, just the normal Hellcat. Even the normal 392, I'd be happy with. But is it 392? Oh god, it's 390 something. The one that isn't supercharged. But you know, I think they're cool. I think they look great. They do not fit on UK roads. I had a sit in one, and I did one of those like supercar experience days. I got to drive a Hellcat manual, and it feels big. It doesn't handle bad or anything. I think it's got, you know, more turning than I expected, but it's a big car. I mean, it dwarfed the Gallardo and the Murcielago. Big car. Still cool though. Would still love one. You know, if I didn't live somewhere where everything's a single track back road, well, and I could afford one, maybe I'd consider it. But I think the closest I'll be able to get is a Chrysler 300C 5.7, and I know nothing about those. I don't know if they're good, I don't know if they're bad. All I know is V8. Actually, speaking of American cars, I've reinstalled Horizon 5. Been playing the new update on that, and I've got to say the cars this month are a lot. I mean, I still have my issues with it. I still have my issues with this month's cars. I mean, for Christ's sake, the GTO and the Firebirds, and what else was it? Something else. They should have all been in the game from the start. I can't remember what the other car is. It slipped my mind. Oh, like the Roussillon Q1 thing. But I've got to say, having the Belvedere, Or Belvedere? Belvedere? Belvedere. Oh, I can't. That one. The new one. Goodness me. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's a very, very cool looking car. Very interesting roofline on it as well. Sounds wicked. That's going to bug me now. I can't remember which way round it is. Is it Belvedere or is it Belvedere? Someone let me know. Nicely. Don't need to be an arsehole about it. Oh. I've done like 4 videos in one day, so I'm knackered. Leave me alone. Here we go. I think this is the last lap once we cross here. Beautiful. I mean, this thing is so quick. It's not even upsetting the tyres. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's sick. Oh dear. Do you know, it doesn't matter what game this track's in, it's always fun. I'm awful at it, but it is a fun track. I've uninstalled it now because I think it's rubbish, but the brief stint I had with Motorsport 8, when me and my mate were doing some online touring car races, we had to do a load of laps on Suzuka circuit. And minus the absolute morons that keeps trying to spin you out and crash you off the road, and then somehow you get the penalty for it, it's still a fun track. It's still a good time. Oh man, what a noise. I must admit, I wish they'd bring back open track days. That would make me reinstall a game. It really would. Like, just drive around the track at your leisure. That's all I want. And get rid of the hoppers and let me pick the track. That's all I'm asking for. And I will play the game. You know, it's the thing that I've done the most on Motorsport 7. Just open track days, driving about, earning money, leveling up and stuff like that. Just building cars for fun. That's all I want to play the game for. Just nice, simple fun. Because I'm a very simple man. As I'm sure a lot of you have come to your own conclusions about that. But beautiful. Look at that. Man, this car is wicked. I don't think there's any getting around the fact that this car is an absolute monster. I still haven't even checked how much power it's making. Right, I've got 2 more races left, and then we might go build something. I don't know what champion. Probably. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go buy a Civic Type R and probably not do a lot to it. I'm not gonna turbocharge the EP3 if I buy one. Driving park, 10 laps. Oh, I hope it's a small circuit so I can just cut the corner. Let's have a look. Motor lap. Oh, I don't think it is. No. Darn it. 10 laps of this though. Blue neck. Championship White EP3. That's sick. Oh. Should we do some bumper cam for a bit? Oh. Is that a Type R NSX? It is. I don't think it is. Don't tell me I could have used my normal NSX in here. Oh, who cares? So I'm kind of glad because I figured out that I've got this incredible Type R one, and it's better. It is better than my one, to be fair. Do you know what? I don't like that view. Turn! Oh. Not my best track, this. Oh, he's catching. Turns out, if you ever put someone that's actually capable in a fast car on a track that they can actually drive and I can't, they can keep up. I think this is too much car for this track. I mean, goodness me. A part of me kind of wants to turn the traction control all the way off. What? I think... Are a couple of cars pitting? What? I don't think I'm going to need to pit at all. That is bananas. Why were they pitting? There's no way that they've worn out their tyres that quickly. That is... I'm lost for words. I mean, they're going to be grippy, sure, but I don't think it's going to help them any. Either that or they missed the corner. Oh, that's what's happening! That is awesome! I wonder if they drifted wide then and then accidentally like, knocked themselves into the pits. That is really funny if that is the case. But I think that does reiterate the fact that these cars are a bit much for a track like this. Maybe not a standard EK9, but like this is 300 and something horsepower. I still forgot to check. Like, goodness me, this thing's got some go. I think that just looking at the minimap, I think that's exactly what's happening. Because I just saw the Civic stop for a second and then get dragged into the pits. Wow. Gran Turismo 4, the gift that keeps on giving. This game is a 10 out of 10. Actually, I'd say that sarcastically. This game is phenomenal. I kind of feel bad. I feel like I should pit just out, you know, just to try and give them some chance of catching up. Well, that is a long pit lane as well. Oh, no, I'm going to crash at the pit exit instead, like a real man. Oh my goodness! That was a bit of an incident. I need to make up some time for that. These races are all being over and done with a lot quicker than I actually initially imagined them to be. The thing is, it just seems like that DC, was it that DC2, is completely out of control. Yeah, look at it. It can't make the corner. And it snaps back. Oh, nice try. I don't know. There's like a weird fanning noise as I'm getting close to some walls. I don't know if that's like game audio or if my mic's starting to play up, but I don't know. It's a weird noise. Okay. Oh wow. I mean, this has just been a domination. Oh, who's in the pits now? It's got to be the EK, hasn't it? Yep. Poor buggers. I'm actually getting lapped twice in a race. I'm having that. Oh, I forgot that the thumbstick doesn't look behind you. This car feels like cheating, man. I'm here for it. I like it, but it does feel like I'm cheating. Oh. The DC5's back in as well. DC2, sorry. I think that's the third time I've lapped that car. Oh. That is so funny to me. Because do you know what? That's the same thing that was happening on Motorsport 8 when I was doing a race at Watkins Glen in the wet. The cars couldn't actually make it into the pit lane because they just kept crashing themselves into the pit wall. Like, it's unbelievable. Oh wow, this has been one of the races of all time, people. I need to start racing here more often. That's way too much fun. 46. I'm gonna be on 56,000 credits, man. That's really good going. What time are we on? Wonderful. Then 10 laps of scuba. Beautiful. This is gonna be too easy. I feel like I should jump back in the Accord. But no, we need to win this. Let's just get this championship done. Knock another thing off the list of things to do. And then figure out what we're doing next. I mean, I've got cars for basically every championship at the moment. Oh, I actually might see how much the roof is. The is it the 3400S? Do the Box of Spirit challenge. Because I like that. I really like those. And it's going to be bought in pink as well because best colour. Actually, no, purple's the best colour. But I mean, if this car was going to be fast anywhere, it was going to be fast here. Let's be honest. Ooh. Is he going to get the cutback done? No. Like, this thing pulls so hard. Wow, what a special car. And I actually prefer the later model NSXs with the fixed headlights. I think they look better. I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion because pop-up headlights. Not that the old car looked bad, it was a beautiful car. But I do think these ones look better. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? That'll be the comments. That'll be what I asked in the comments this week. What is the better generation of the NSX? Is it the pre-facelift, the facelift, or the brand new one? Pre-facelift or facelift? Because I know they did like an update before they killed it off. I'll be interested to see if anyone says the new car, or the newer car, I should say, like the 2017 one, whenever that car came out. I like them. I think they're a wicked bit of kit. I'd like to own one if I ever had the money for one. I really would. I think it's a brilliant thing to just look at. But there's obviously a reason why they didn't sell very well. And everyone bought GTRs, so. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, this car, man. Oh wow! It's nearly a 59-second car. Wow. Oh man, if this thing had racing tyres, it'd be unstoppable. I've been thinking about redoing the TVR Championship to get a Speed 12 in a better colour. I won't record that, no one wants to sit and watch me do that again. But I will need to tune up the V8S a bit more. But actually no I won't, I'll just use the Speed 12 thinking about it that I've got. But I do want one in a better colour because it is minging. Plus I can get some good money from selling it as well, so come on! No! Alright, I've got a race cleaner. Come on. I've got to get this thing under a minute. That's like the goal for anyone racing here, is a lap time under a minute. Like, that's how you know you've got a serious car. But I want this track back. I really do. This track needs to make a return to Forza. There's a gentleman that's done a really good job of, I can't remember the chap's name. I know he's a YouTuber. He's done a recreation on the Horizon 5, and like, considering the limitations of the builder, it's a good recreation of this track. It's fun. Ah! Oh, that's so close. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to leave it in third there, see if that helps. Come on. I'm really concentrating here. I want to see a 59. Come on. Grip up. 57, 58. Yeah! Wow, we knocked a second off. I don't care if the rest of the laps are slower now. We've got a 59-second car at Scuba, people. That is huge. It's not even on race tyres. We're actually catching up to the rest of the pack as well. I think not shifting down there is the key to the faster lap. And not shifting up there. Okay. Ooh. There may be more in this. There may be a 58 in this car. I don't know, I'm kind of in chill mode now. Yeah, if this... I could have installed nitrous on this, but I think that just would have been overkill. There is the Lotus challenge, like the Elise challenge, isn't there? You could do that. That was brought to my attention from the recent Dove and Dustin Eden video where they battled against each other on the randomizer trying to get the most expensive car. That was a wicked video. I mean, if you guys haven't already subscribed to those two, like it's Dove7 and Dustin Eden on YouTube. I mean, I'm sure anyone that's watching this is probably subscribed to them, but if you're not, you should be, because those guys are wicked and are a huge inspiration to my channel. I love those guys to bits. I think their content's wicked. I'm shocked that Accord is doing as well as it is. Oh. Wow, yeah, we are just cleaning here. Yeah, it's a shame the game doesn't let you play around even with the traction control turned down to 1. It just cuts the power. Well, at least on Forza, you know, I know a lot of that's down to the age of the game. it will let you have a bit more fun in the cars before it goes a bit too much there, mate. I've not actually tried it on Kaido Racer with the traction control on. I don't think I've ever played that game with traction control turned on. Man, it's a shame. I feel like I'm getting quite close to the end of the game on Kaido Racer. You know, I think probably by end of January, February time, then yeah, we're going to be seeing the end of Kaido Racer. Well, the main story anyway. There's still going to be a load of day races and stuff that need doing, but I think once I complete the night races and the main story of the night races, that's when I'm probably going to end the series for a while. I'll probably come back to it every now and again, just when I'm feeling bored or getting that sort of urge to play it again and do some mountain driving. But we are going to have to think about what we're going to play afterwards, people. I've been thinking about Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. I think that's a contender. It's either that, or it's Need for Speed Pro Street. I'll tell you what, I would like to know you guys' opinion. I'll probably ask you once we do the Underground 2 stream what the next game you want to see on the channel is. Let's see if I can make it work. Man, I love this car. And I can't believe this was hidden in my game. I don't even know where I won it from. Would it been the NA Championship? Maybe. I don't even know what I used for that. Oh, probably would have been my NSX thinking about it. Or was it my Clio V6? It was one of those two. Okay. Wow. I mean, this was such an easy championship with this car. This thing pulls so hard. I'll be interested to know what it does in the quarter mile. There we go, people. 366 horsepower, there it is. Wow. Another 10k in the bank. Wonderful. Right, let's see what the prize car is. Because I haven't got a clue. I'm hoping it's something good, though. Or is it just going to be another NSX Type R? What is that? Honda HSC, the 30th Tokyo Motor Show concept car. What? That's not what I was expecting at all. What on earth is that? I need to check that out at the garage before we do anything else. Come to me. Let's have a look. 330 horsepower. Interesting. MR. V6. And I can't sell it. Great. Wonderful. I bet I can't even sell this, can I? Nope. The Prowler. I don't think I have any use for this. No, I don't. Do you know, I've got that from the Roadster Challenge. I don't want it. I'm keeping the Yaris about. Or should we do the Micra Championship next? Let's look for a Civic as well. How much is a EP3? Actually, what's in legendary cars? Oh, I know where you get that. We don't need that. Don't want that. We could buy the Civic 1500. Oh wow, that would be a purchase, wouldn't it? I think, are we gonna get that car from it? I wonder. Right, let's have a look. How much is my... Oh, it's way cheaper than I thought it was going to be. And I can only buy it in Championship White. How are there other coloured ones in the game then? Can I buy it in a used car? Let's have a look. That's an EK. MGF, don't want that. Where am I looking? Oh, I mean, it's 291,000 credits, but what a thing! What a car. Yes! That is actually a golf race. In all fairness. I kind of like that. I kind of want to buy it. Before we do, I want to check the how much the RGT is, or whatever it is. $77,000 credits. I'll tell you what we're going to do then. I am going to spend a little bit of money on this. We've got to get it slammed. Ooh. If I run over my mic again, I think I have. How much does a turbo do on this? 100 horsepower. I mean, there's plenty of ways to earn money in this game, so I'm not too fussed. I've got to find 27k. We'll do that easy. Do a racing chip as well. 104 horsepower. That's moving for one of these. Actually, let's do. Nah, that's like 2 horsepower for the sake of 1,500 quid. I might as well spend that money on taking out 25 kilos and changing the oil and putting some good wheels on it. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let's fix the stance, and then we'll put wheels on it. Okay. How low can you go? I mean, it'll probably go low on racing suspension, but I wasn't about to drop 14k on suspension on a bloody Micra. Oh, sorry, Nissan March. I do apologise. I mean, I'm gonna argue it'd probably be faster with the traction control off, but we'll see what happens when we actually throw it into a race in the next video. What a car! What a machine! Right, let's get this thing oiled up. I do like the stock wheels, actually. It has to be said. They're kind of cool looking. One of these with a turbo would be a riot, I reckon. It's a good job I am changing the oil. That's smigging. God, we're probably making like 110 horsepower now, which is good going. And we're going to be lighter than the racing ones, and we're going to have better suspension than those as well. So, or are we? Actually, they might come on race suspension, thinking about it. Oh, they might come on race tyres. Oh, this thing's about the right stance. Those actually look wicked. It's as if it's meant to be. Look at those. Well, people, I think what we're going to do is jump into the garage, check the ponies. 114 horsepower. Beautiful. And we're going to call the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next one where we'll be racing this beautiful little Nissan. Take care, everyone.